Hello everyone, and welcome to In the Mist by Analia Raven here, and I'm in Wisconsin at the Priestess gathering. I'm going to talk to you guys about my Saturday and Sunday experiences. I already discussed about Friday's experiences and all of the aha moments that I had, meaning all the problems that were related to my maiden. It started to come to light, and Saturday just solidified that. But first I wanted you to get a look at the temple that the opening ritual and the ordination rituals and the closing ritual was held. Today is Sunday, and this is the last day of the Priestess gathering. So I'll show you guys the temple. All right, just one second. So this is the space. Look at this, women. Look, there's the door. And these paintings were actually done by a very talented goddess woman. I love her work. And just imagine, like, all these seats that I'm showing you were completely filled with goddess women. Completely filled. And there is another one you can look up and see. Here's the back part of the altar where we did our the opening ritual for Beltane, celebrating the maiden. And there's the well where we put our waters in. Very amazing and beautiful. And just being being in this place for this weekend, like I said yesterday, I really needed it. I really did. But anyway, let me get into what I did Saturday. Sorry, my voice is a little bit in and out right now because, one, Wisconsin is cold and rainy and windy. And so I'm not really used to the whole dryness of up here versus Indiana being more humid and at this time of year more, warmer. But anyway, so Saturday started off with me getting up at around 6 a.m. to help in the kitchens for the breakfast shifts. Because I did a work exchange, because usually it costs money to go to these gatherings. And so I did a work exchange for Saturday and Sunday morning. So both Saturday started off with me getting up at 6 a.m., getting ready, and then going into the kitchens and preparing breakfast for over 100 women. And I'm getting to know the women in the kitchens, and because it's my second year and working with the goddess women that I saw the year before and singing with them and preparing nourishing food that will keep these women strong throughout their day. It was really nice. And then we went to our workshops. They started at 9. And I went to, sorry, I have my notes down here, that's why I'm looking down. I went to this workshop called The World is Your Oracle. And the woman that did the workshop, she also wrote a book, and I will get her permission to see if I can do a book review on that, because so far I read the introduction and everything, and it's wonderful. And that's what she practiced in this workshop, is using the world around you as instinctive, like what is the imaging and what are the sounds and what's the world around you mean to you, instead of focusing on a already set divination practice like the tarot or I Ching or whatever, like an already set divination practice. And so that was a 3-hour workshop, and basically the workshops were cut up into an hour and a half. So this one was a 3-hour one, and so hopefully she'll let me do a book review about her book, so I can give you more information about that. But it just deepens your intuition based on your learning, how you learn, excuse me, via kinesthetic or visual or audio. and you can use those senses to actually help you in your divination practices. And then we went to lunch at 12:30, and that's where, you know, you can just recuperate, and I really got to speak to a lot of my new and old friends from last year. And then there's this one workshop. I think this woman, I don't know if she's a newcomer, but like her first time here, but this workshop was, I think, one of my favorite workshops of all time that I went to, and it was called Unleashing the Divine Feminine Transformational Dance Workshop. And I love dancing, and I love this workshop, and that's when my maiden really came out to express herself, and I could feel the Kundalini rising within me, and I was just riding that snake, and just the meditation that went along with it. It was right on point with what I needed for that moment. It was just right on point. And then, you know, they have vendors and everything. So, yeah. I'll get back to you guys. I have to go.